It's Wednesday morning. Just woke up and took a shower, so now I'm going to whip up some coffee and head out to the patio to take in some morning sunlight. At least that's what I would probably do if I didn't wake up at 5:15 a.m. every day. It's still dark, the normal inhabitants of the world are still asleep, and I think this is honestly the most productive time of day for me. What I actually do is spend a few minutes stretching while my coffee is brewing. I sit at a desk all day at work, so I like to think this helps my posture. I'll report back in 30 years to let you know if I can still stand up straight. With a cup of coffee in hand, it's time to sit down and get some work done on my first game, which I'm calling Blink. It's a casual little mobile game where you fly around a dark forest as a firefly and try to keep it lit up by blinking your light. I usually like to kick things off by looking at my Trello board. This is a great tool for keeping track of your development tasks. Today, I'm planning to work on some experimental new control functionality for Blink. Currently, you play the game by tapping the firefly and dragging him across the screen towards target circles, releasing him when the circles match up. However, I got some feedback from a viewer who is concerned that this causes your finger to constantly be covering up the player character. This viewer suggested that I try to create some kind of virtual joystick to control the player. I don't know how long that'll take or if I would actually keep it in the game, but I do think it's worth a shot to see if it'll be an improvement. Time to write some code. Alright, so I've been working for about a half an hour now, and here's what I've come up with. No UI yet, just a way to tap on the screen, drag your finger, and have that movement mapped to the player. Right off the bat, I see a problem with the player being able to fly off screen, and I also think it's going to be pretty tough to actually match up the circles, but I do still need to code that part up. Now I've hooked up the expanding circle functionality to the new joystick component, and it's time to test things out with the new controls. It's kind of hard to tell how effective this is just using a mouse, so I think I should probably build a device. Well, I'm giving it a shot, and honestly I have to say that even though my initial touch and drag control scheme kind of causes you to cover up the player, it's a bit more engaging and also makes it easier to fill the circles. That said, I'm going to keep this code off in a feature branch in case I want to revisit it sometime in the future. I've made a bunch of progress this morning, and it's starting to creep up on 8 a.m., so I should probably get ready for work. But don't worry guys, I'm not skipping breakfast. Every day before I head out, I make the same thing. Big old smoothie with frozen fruit, oats, flaxseed, chia seed, creatine, vanilla protein powder, Greek yogurt, spinach, and almond milk. Blend that all up and you get some delicious, fruity oatmeal sludge. Alright, we made it to work. I make it a point not to mix my game development work with my full-time job, so I'm going to put the camera away for now. I'll catch up around 5 o'clock or so. And just like that, we survived the workday and we're back home again. Had a good full day of iOS development, and it's time to chill out for a little bit. At this point, I've been writing code pretty much all day, so I usually like to give myself a bit of a break when I get home. I've also got volleyball tonight at 9 o'clock, so I'll probably hang out with Kate for a while and make an early dinner. Alright, we got dinner all wrapped up, and I should have time to get some more work done before volleyball. I think I'm going to try to knock out some of my known defects. Right now, my unlockable character's values aren't being set correctly just after you install the game, and my tutorial text is showing after gameplay intermissions, which is definitely not intentional. Got those bugs all patched up with time to spare. Time to head off to play volleyball until 11 p.m., after which I will likely be dead from exhaustion. But you should still subscribe in case I live to post more videos. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you're a busy person with a passion for game development, it's totally possible to work everything into one day and still have fun doing it. I'll see you in the next one.